Hey up, I'm Vu and welcome back to another episode of Prison Architect. Now it's been a while since I've played it, so you have to excuse if I've missed something. So if I recall last episode, we were working on this, and that is incredibly slow. That's better. So we're working on our jail cell. Now I realised as well that we could probably put the drain right under the shower head, but previous times I have done that, these drains, well, it's never seemed to work for some reason, so I'll just deal with that. I'll speed things up as well and we'll get the game moving back on. Now we do have, 20 prisoners currently, and we can hold up to 40. So it is closed to new inmates. Well, that's fine, we had enough cash at the time being to manage it. Now, I'm still also a little puzzled why everything seems to be a little drab looking, very pale and washed out. I'll have to work that out another time. So where was I? That's right. We were working on the research. So what I'm not grading, thank you. Not that one. This one, yes. So I'm hoping we can get whereabouts is it? Groundskeeping, cleaning, prison labour, yeah. Labour, no, not labour. What am I looking for? I'm looking for deployment. Oh, okay. Never mind. We actually have got the deployment done, and we have got patrols, which are the two things that I desperately wanted. So I'll keep things running along. But I want to deploy 2 guards, I think. Yeah, mainly because this is going to be a very busy place in the future. So 2 prisons. We do have the showers down here. Does mean we wanted to deploy 1 person there. Now, I'm thinking, I don't know if we can do this, it might be a bit of research once again, but actually adjust this based on time schedules so the guard isn't in there when no one else is in there. So 1 here, 1 and 2 in the kitchen, no, we'll just keep 1 there. The dormitory is always going to be a busy place, so I think it's worth at least keeping 2 in there at all times. Now it only leaves us with, we have 10 guards, 4 currently available when they should be resting in the staff room, which we don't have. Right, so they're just probably wandering around the place. Oh, and look at that, we got the watering system, cool. Yeah, I guess I'll look at this another time then. It's really neat seeing some of this. I haven't, like I said, I haven't played it for a while. And seeing some of these new features is really, really cool. I should be playing the campaign because I gather there's a few things I could probably learn from it, but you know, I'll pick it up as we go along. I also realise is that you stop using the mouse, the keyboard, because I normally use a keyboard in RimWorld because the right click doesn't work, shifting around properly. But no, middle of mouse button works perfectly fine for us here. So, oh, wow, Polaroids and everything, everywhere. So okay, I'll just pop that in the corner for the moment. So this person is unconscious, so we do need a medical room. I guess we can work on it. We do, I'm assuming we do have a medical staff. We don't actually even have a doctor yet. Okay, I'll put 1 doctor in the middle of nowhere because why not? I probably should have put it a lot closer to the actual prisoner themselves. Yeah, okay, so they're getting patched up, cool. And what's going on up here? There are no nurseries accessible. Family cells require a nursery. Ah, yes, nurseries. And nurseries require their own food, so it needs to be close to the kitchen. Now, I haven't really left much space to put a nursery down here. I guess it's fine if we place, yeah, because that's a holding cell over there. I guess we'll place the. Yeah, see, I don't want to put the nursery near any of the other prisoners as well. It is a little bit of a walk, but I think we'll be fine if we put the nursery at the top section over here. So, how big does the nursery have to be? So, N for nursery. Nursery just doesn't need to be too big, but it does require a serving table. Whoops. It does require a serving table. So we probably want maybe, what, 5 by 5 at the least? Let's see, that is. But if we ever have any more rooms for families, I guess it has to be slightly bigger. Leave that little awkward bit of space down there. Maybe I'll make it 15, 16. Do I want to join it to the building? I guess I could join it to the building. And that is a 7. It's a lot of space, actually. Can I? Yeah, hit escape. Try that again. Go from this side and work our way up this time. There we go. I think that will work quite well actually. Might as well expand it to full depth. Means I can place a few more family rooms up the top if need be. So hopefully our builders will get around to building it sometime soon. So what else do we need to put down? Okay, so there's a few trees that we have to also dismantle. Well, there's a menu halfway across the screen. That's a bit annoying. Well, those will get dismantled now. We don't here. Okay, so we've planned the paths here, but we haven't placed them down yet. So let's get around to placing now. These are concrete tiles, I believe. So I'll probably just extend it. It is a $1,000. Okay, well we'll do that because we will need it in the future when we start building buildings along this side. Do we want a wall down here? I don't think we do. Okay, let's keep things moving along. So, danger levels. So we have one with serious complaints, one prisoner shackled to their cell, no, solitary. Yeah, that is understandable. One deterrence. Yep. Yeah, I'm planning to be pretty... Oh, that's not right. Why did you use the wall? Oh, I'll have to fix that. So let's build the wall back in place. That's probably because I went over the wall itself. Oh well. Also remember to place a door. Place a actual jail door. Just so... Oh, that's annoying because that's... Is that centered? I can't tell. Because I want things to be centered, and I also want to make sure that families are safe from any prisoners. This is going to be a little odd because I do want to turn this into sort of a death row at a later point in the game. Where was I? Walls, yes. Place a... Well, we can put a wall along there, but let's see. This is a 15, which makes it 7, 6, 7, 7. Yeah, okay, so it was centered. I was right. Wasn't too sure about that. I have marked the wall to be built there. Correct. So we'll go on and we'll place the jail door right, single jail door in the centre. Yeah, there we go. It does mean that we'll just get a path to come along, like we were doing for the other ones. It's not a big issue that we're spending a lot of money on the paths. Yeah, okay. So do that one, and we'll also remember to put the gravel down, because, you know me, I like my gravel where people aren't meant to be walking. So gravel, gravel, gravel. And then one concrete tile into this building. So it does mean now that we'll be able to place the nursery down, which is just there. Cool. So how much does that need? Well, that needs a bit. Serving table, table, bench, crib, and playmat. Okay, well I think we're capable of doing that. So let's place 3 down. I know we've only got 2 bedrooms. They also have a crib in their own room. So we need that. We need a playmat, which I guess we can place... in this corner. Place 3 down again. This is where the heating stuff comes in. I was wondering if I'd spot it eventually. So that's the heating. Where else am I looking for? Do we need a radio in this room? We don't. We need a table and a serving table. Well, that fits nicely there, and I think... Can we place one there? We could. If anything, I'd place one along this wall instead. But nope, first things first, because we only need 1 serving table. I think we're going to go on and build a bench. Yeah. Bench is the last thing. Which is just here. There we go. And I guess I can place it just along there in the centre. So that should... Playmat, crib, bench, table. Whoops, I'm missing a table. Oh, and that's not going to be centred. That's going to annoy me. Guess I can place it along the middle here. That one will work. And then we'll get 1 table in, which is, yep, single wide, cool. Now that will fill the requirements. We'll keep things speeding up. Let's keep slowing things down unintentionally. We'll lock this one. Oops, open. There we go. So that's a nursery. It's missing a... it's just missing the tables now, which people will be installing. And that means that... Where's the family member? Very sure we had a family member. Or are they already in their rooms? I can't tell. Where have they gone? Because I know that was primarily the reason why we were building these family cells. Yeah, there is someone in there. Actually, you're... Okay, grab a different police officer. That's a janitor. That's a guard. Come on, go on to this room. I want to just double check on our family. Oh, it's just changing the times. Oh, panicked there for a second. Did the family member just walk out? Okay, there you are. Okay, now I'll walk down here. And yep, so things are working fine. This is probably another area where we'd want one guard, just so people don't get damaged. Oh my god, why is that offset? Do I need to rotate these around or something now? Okay, I'm just going to have to let that be. That's going to annoy me to no end, but oh well. And yep, see they're on the playmat, cool. So there is still room to expand into serving table, which unfortunately needs to be serviced by our kitchen, which means they have to carry everything up there, but we'll deal with that. Now, are we supplying enough prisoners with food? 75, 80, do we have any food left? We don't have any food left. Okay, it may seem like I need some more cookers. Yeah, because all the food was used up before all the prisoners could get to it by the looks of it. Now, I don't think they've eaten all the food. Can we click on this? Follow, dump, close, no. Mouse over? No. Yeah, I was just wondering, because it does seem like there's food left on the plates. I don't know if that's aesthetic reasons, or there is actual food waste. So, let's get the extra cookers in. So that is serving table, no. Fridge cooker, there we are. Blind to it, so I guess we could technically place it there and there. It's a bit of an odd staging, sort of making a bit of a diamond shape towards the doors, but I think that'll work. Hopefully the cooks can manage it. We'll have to see. Now, let's see. How much extra space do we have for more prisoners? We can fill up to 20, or we've got 40, we've got 20 currently. Cell block B requires up to 50. Well, I guess that means just more bunk beds than anything else. So, let's go bunk beds. B for bunk. B for bunk. Bunk beds. Beds? Oopsie daisies. It's right next to it, that's why I can't see it, because the highlighted items are coming first. So go just do. And this should definitely... Oops, I can't spend it. Oh, that should get us a lot closer to 50 prisoners when these get installed. Let's say, yep, we'll get to 50. That'll give us a grant. Like I said, that gives us more money, and we could get more prisoners. Why don't we fill it to capacity? It's a bit risky, but we will get a little bit of extra cash, which will be nice for the next thing we'll be building. Now, what do you guys actually need? Can we see the needs? You need sleep, clothing, alcohol. Okay, so we might need to get some jobs, schedules. What are they called? It is on... Where do I click for it? Nope, not that one. Nope. Okay, any clothes? Thank you. Read the CEO's letter. I guess we can delete it now. Kitchen, yeah. That's all pretty typical stuff anyhow. Prisoner, yeah, this is what I was trying to find. I don't know if there's a proper button up the top. There probably is, and I'm making a mistake. Anyhow, programs, that's what I was looking for. So, we have a few people in queue for, especially for spiritual guidance. Maybe worth trying to aim for that one next, possibly? I wonder. Give it a little bit of a think. Yeah, I think spiritual guidance might be the next one. I guess I might just hook it straight onto this building. I don't know how that goes with the encouragement not to dig out. The toilets are especially out of the way. The shower, though, isn't. Now, there is always a guard in there, so they shouldn't be trying to mine their way out while... Actually, I don't know. I don't think they can actually mine under a shower. I think it's just the toilet heads themselves that they do focus on pretty heavily. So... Okay, no. Spiritual guidance, no. No. Spiritual guidance would be a great idea, but we want to work towards a different grant instead. So we have prison maintenance. We could do that. What do we already have? So that's hire a psychologist, hire at least 2 doctors, and a medical ward. Well, I think we'll go for this one. So that's an extra 10 grand ahead of time. And we'll just build a medical ward somewhere. Thinking it shouldn't be too far away. So let's build a concrete wall. We'll make the room... How big does a medical room have to be? Medical has to be... Which is infirmary? Well, it can be any size. That's fine with me. So we'll go on and we'll go and build this room. I'm probably just going to use a rule of thumb again. Yeah, we'll expand it off of here. We'll say it's an 8x8 room. Medical bed is a 2x2 item. So door 2, which, okay, 3, yeah, so it should be multiple 3, which would be 9. So bed, space, bed, space, bed, no. Need to think about this. 1 sec. Okay, I think I come up with a design that I'm satisfied with. So the idea is it's nice, long and skinny. So we'll dedicate half of it to being just the medical section, and the other half can be the crematorium. No, what is it? It is not that one. Morgue. Well, I was a little off. Oh well. So the idea is probably something like, how big is this? This is 25. So we'll go. What's that? About 12. Then we have a space, I guess, for a wall and door. Oh, can't build that. I need to build the building first. Let's build the building first. And there we go. This time I didn't include the wall, so we won't have the issue with the nursery. Also, I just realised, do we have any lights in this? I don't think we have any lights. Oopsie daisies. Let's put some lights down. Light. So we'll place one on this side, one on this side, and that should be enough. Also, we have enough money for one of the extra beds, because that's actually annoying me that it's just one off at the moment. Now, it's going to be interesting when we get the influx of new prisoners. Probably at that point in time, I will also get more guards. Because we've got only 10 guards for 20 prisoners, and that's already, what was it, a 1-to-2 ratio? Or 2-to-1 ratio, depending on how you look at it. Which, it's something. Okay, let's build the walkway as well. You know me, gotta have my walkway, and go there. It looks like I haven't also done it for this bit of land as well. Excuse me. So we'll go on and do that one. We'll also place these 2 blocks down here, 1 block there, and then we'll be able to build this doorway. I'm wondering, okay, so they've already built it, we just need the doorway now. Now, thinking just to make things secure in the future, we'll put a jail door. It's probably cheaper just to put a door, considering we've already got a few around the place. But I think that'll work, and that was interesting. Very sure that just came from nowhere. Huh. And there's a room. So we'll leave this door permanently open. We'll turn this one cancel. Can we cancel planning? Yeah, there we go. Then we'll actually put this into the medical room, which is the ward. No, the morgue. No, the infirmary. There we go. And I was going to do this 12. Where's 12? 12. 12 and add another 2 just because we probably don't need that many more beds. Place a wall. It's not under building, it's under concrete wall. There we go. Ooh, where's the edge of the infirmary? I can't tell. How about this? I'll place the morgue down because it's always a good idea to at least have one around. I guess it stops just there, so we'll pick 1 block and it's just along this row just there. Okay, let's try not to lose it. So we want to put the wall down. Where's the wall? Where's the wall? I can find the wall. There it is, concrete wall. We'll do the same style again. This time I think it can just be a door. I don't think this will be any necessary reason why we have to put a jail door. I think I'll also put a jail door at the top, just for symmetry's sake and accessibility. Though I gather that if anyone's going to be walk to the infirmary, it's going to be through the bottom area, given that's where most of the people are spending their times. So what was I doing? Door, jail door. There we go. Kind of wonder how we might push the design at the later point in the prison. Because I have been talking about for a while now turning this into a death row. I mean, that's still a bit of a ways away, but just considering. Because at the moment what we're building is very heavily towards, prisoners. Simple prisoners or basic prisoners. If we were to do death row, it needs to be, pretty visible. This would have to be split into just a set of rooms instead. What else could we do? I don't know. Okay, so we've got another 4 hours until our next bunch of prisoners arrive. Don't know if I'm going to do, if I want to build anything or focus, we do have the money. What am I saying? Need to finish the infirmary off. Got a bit sidetracked there with thinking about what I'm going to do with the death row. So medical bed. Yeah, I was right. This is a 2x2. So we're 2 space 2 space 2, and then hopefully space 2 space. There we go. So that actually works out quite nicely. It's a lot of extra beds than we really need, but I don't think there's any harm. And the morgue. And it didn't show up, so it's a slab, is it? A morgue slab, yep. So I guess we can go just do the same pattern again. Don't think that says even. No, it's not. There we go. Oh, it's even. Oops. It's less than an hour before our next set of intake. This is going to be interesting. So when the intake happens, I will probably get a few more guards, and then I'll go on and build the staff room. There we go. So that's $12,000, and that's a lot of extra prisoners. So 1, 2, 3. Let's see. We want probably 20. I think will be enough. I'll have to see how this goes. Not really sure, but we will want to close off the intake as well, because that's definitely enough. Be interesting to see if we can cope with this number of prisoners. It's quite a few, but I think we're capable of it. And of course, they've got drugs on them. These prisoners. I'll help teach them right from wrong. Or at least we'll enforce a set of values which may not be theirs, and so on and so forth. No. Oh, more gravel. More gravel. Gotta put the gravel down. And then the concrete tiles. There we go. It does mean, I don't know if it really counts as extra maintenance, but who knows. Okay, so we've got the extra prisoners. Now I'm wondering if we... Okay, so these guys want... Okay, you want alcohol, you want recreation. So a lot of people want recreation. I'm guessing it's part to do with the yard time. So what could I put down for items? So we can put down weight benches. The second space, 2 on this side, 2 on this side. Oh, see daisies. 1 here. Oh, what's happening? Okay, click to continue. The water pipe is burst and is flooding the area. Fix it before the damage becomes too severe. Oh, that's a lot of water. And it's kind of... Is someone going to get around to fixing it? How do I fix it? This is probably the time where I should have go. How do I? Oh, gone blank here. I don't know how to fix it. Let's just see. If I get someone inside, what does it show? It doesn't show me anything new. But the water level has sort of got to a certain point. Wondering, do I just have to replace it, or is it a burst pipe? Don't see any direct issue. I'm puzzled. I am puzzled. Will one of my employees, like the builders, get around to building it? Doesn't seem like they're doing anything. Okay, well, I'm stumped. Let's see. Dismantle utility? Nope. Small pipe, large pipe? Nope. Maybe I'll just dismantle it, and someone will then, you know, once it's dismantled, I can replace it again. Whew. Yeah, because no one was going around to fixing it. Guessing that's all it takes. And then I can just replace it back. Oh, did someone just OD? They did. And this is getting around to it. Cool. See, nice and close, and there we dealt with. So they're not dead, which is a good thing. Okay, so there we are. The water is dismantled, the water station, and we'll just place it down again, and that should fix it, I'm assuming. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all it was. And it looks like we have another 2 family members. Yeah, this is going to be the harder part. I'm assuming that these 2 rooms have been used up. So let's just double check that. You guys are stationed down there. I guess we would want 1 person in the nursery. So let's deploy 1 staff member there. Hopefully someone will get around to it within a reasonable amount of time. Oh, it also looks like we need some power cables. Just get into the room. There we go. So yeah, there are 2, so we will need to build a few extra rooms. So let's use the quick build tool. Clone. Can we clone? How do we do it? It's right click. Oops. So I guess we'll just... How about this? We'll duplicate this cell section again. It's part of the walls. There we go. I did click it there, I can't tell. It doesn't look like it was put down. What's going on? Okay, well it put some of that down. Huh. That should have worked. I have the money for it. Oh, maybe I need to put the building down first. That's a possibility. Yeah, see, it has been a little while. So it is 11 by 6. Okay, 11 by 6, we can do that. So concrete foundations once again, because I prefer the concrete look over the brick wall. So it's 11 by 13. That looks too long. Yeah, I had a blank. Let's see. It's 11 by 6. Right. Oops. Can we try that again? 11 by 6. 6 by, there we go, 11. And I think that's enough to support these two family members down there. But I find that interesting, having to deal with the different requirements of a family member. Now, Death Row also has its own requirement. I keep talking about Death Row. I really want Death Row. As bad as that sounds. Focus on Death Row will be a thing. So let's see, what do you guys want? You guys want recreation, and how about this? Another piece of, well, what do you call it? It's not a Polaroid game Bible. Okay, there we go. Get out of this. So you guys want recreation. Well, I guess I can place a TV in here. We've got the room for it. And these phones are pretty heavily used. I think it is definitely worth to have a TV. Face it the right way as well. That's the right way. Now I do want to try and fit another 2 beds. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2. So place a TV here, I think. Where to keep that in line? I guess we can place just a radio on the other side. Yep, so it's that way, and that should be fine. You can probably hear the radio in the toilet. Next thing you need is a newspaper and you'll be set for the day. Unfortunately, this is a prison and there are rules and schedules. So you can't get away with this sitting in the toilet all day. Okay, so I'm assuming that'll help when people stand in that general area, which it is. So food, comfort, hygiene. You won't have much privacy, and that's one thing we'll have to deal with, though our danger level isn't too bad. I mean, we are using a lot of low-level, very basic prisoners, but I think it is time for a shakedown of all things. Yeah, people are unhappy about it, but it's great. Oh, there's something. I haven't put the metal detectors down. Metal detectors. Do I have to put them inside or outside? I like the look of putting them inside. No. What am I doing? I can put them nope. Flip them. You know, I'd kind of like it if it was on the top side of the block, because I can't tell. I'm assuming if they pass through the tile at all, they'll go through the metal detectors, so I think that'll be fine. Put the utilities down, and it looks like you've already got power, that's fine. Ooh, a knife. Ooh, that's nasty. Now, who was that one on? Can we find out? I don't know. I think it was on one of these. I wasn't quite looking in that area of the screen. But this is a very high density area, so maybe armed patrols can deal with the suppression side of things. I mean, these aren't essentially simple, low. I always forget the name. That's show wrap shape. Minimum security people, minimum and medium security. So I don't figure they're going to throw a riot. It's half the reason why I'm starting off with them. It is a little cheaper. That should be fine. And okay, yep. So we still need yeah. So the foundations have been built, which means I should, in theory, be able to use a planning tool now. Oop, not planning. Clone tool. And build over this? I can't. What's going on? Nope. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I'll have to do this manually. That's a shame. And that's here, and that's off by 1. Ah, I am off by 1. That is actually kind of annoying. Darn it. Because I was going to build it right up against here, so it's 11 and 6. There we go. Off by 1. But at least some of the foundations are already there, so it shouldn't be too much work. So danger level is going up because shackled to the cells and solitary, yep. Suppression, yep. Searched, yep. So that's fine. That danger level is already going down. It's nothing too much to worry about. You're tired and resting. Okay, we do need to get the staff room up now. Okay, well, let's get the staff room done. So we'll place the staff room pretty close to everything else. So this is my plan. We're going to place a building. Let's make it nice and big. And 8x8 with the entrance just in this corner area here. And that should be satisfactory. So yeah, they're already building it. Cool. And build it along here. Now, it does mean they'll use this wall, which is fine. So if I place a... well, it'll have to be a staff door, I guess. Yep, so you finish building it, I'll place a staff door just there. Now, no one should try and escape quite yet. Staff door's in. Does that make it a building yet? It does. Awesome. So we'll turn this one into a... oh, that's annoying me. That's already annoying me. Let's just do that. There, since it's overlapping, it should sort of hook onto the wall. Cool. So turn this one into a staff room, which is staff room. There we go. So people actually have a proper place to rest once we get the objects into them. So what are we looking for objects? Well, I don't think they want an office desk to do work in a staff room. Arcade cabinet. Oh, that's something. I wasn't aware that was the thing. Let's see, what do you need? You need a wide sofa and a drinks machine. So a wide sofa, we'll put one here, and what was it? A drinks machine. Yeah, put it right in the centre. There we are, and that's satisfactory. Also, just see if we can build... okay, so that's blocked. So it looks like I just have to remove, not remove tunnels, but demolish wall. And that'll be enough. Okay, well, I think this is an excellent place to leave it for this episode. We haven't had any major issues apart from an event, which is nice to see that things are a little bit more dynamic. Things are actually changing. So, what are we going to do in the future episode? Well, I guess it's building on to other buildings and actually trying to get this family room set up. I am butchering this quite heavily. That is on my head, naturally. Oh, actually, one last thing we can do. Doctor. There we are. That's a hire at least 2 doctors and we got the grant. How about that? That's a good ending. So if you've enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a comment below or press the like button. It's up to you. And I will hopefully see you around in another video.